All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're unpacking some seriously cool and, more importantly, practical psychological tricks that actually work. And look, this isn't about manipulating people. It's about understanding what makes us tick so you can communicate better, feel more confident, and just, well, make life a little smoother. You know that feeling, right? Your stomach just drops before a big presentation. Or you're trying to get a straight answer out of someone and it feels like you're talking to a wall. Maybe you're the new person in a group and you're just dying to connect but don't know how. It feels like you're always playing defense, just reacting to everything. But what if you could change that? What if you could actually flip the script?
Seriously, imagine having this secret set of tools for your brain. Simple little tricks that could help you build instant rapport, crush your own anxiety, and guide conversations where you want them to go. That's what this is all about. These are all backed by science. They work because of how our brains are wired. This isn't magic, it's just smart psychology.
So our first stop is the art of influence. And don't worry, this isn't about some kind of heavy-handed control. It's really about creating positive connections. And we're going to start with a technique that honestly feels completely backward at first. But trust me, it's brilliant. Yep, you heard that right. The Ben Franklin. Founding father, inventor, and, as it turns out, a bit of a psychological genius. He figured out this incredible way to get people to like you, and it's the exact opposite of what you'd think. It's not about doing them favors. It's about asking them for one. I know, it sounds crazy, right? Let's break down why it works. This is what's so wild about this. Our first instinct is to think, oh, I should do nice things for people so they'll like me. But the Ben Franklin effect flips that on its head. See, when you ask someone for a small favor and they do it, their brain has to justify the action. It thinks, why did I just help that person? Well, I guess it must be because I kind of like them. It's this little mental trick called cognitive dissonance. Their brain solves the puzzle by deciding you're all right. So how do you actually use this? It's so easy. Picture this. You're new at work or in a class. Instead of trying way too hard to impress someone, just ask them for a tiny favor. I mean, tiny. Like, hey, could you show me how this spreadsheet formula works again? Or do you mind if I borrow a pen? The favor has to be small. By helping you, they make a tiny subconscious investment in you, and that makes them see you in a more positive light. It's a total game changer for breaking the ice. Now, this little detail is absolutely crucial when we're talking about influence. Your words matter a lot. Just look at the difference here. When you ask, could you call the neighbors, you're really just asking about their ability to do it. And in their head, the answer is, well, yeah, I could, but there's no commitment there. It gives them an easy way out. But when you switch it to, please call the neighbors, it's direct, it's polite, and it's an actual request for action. It's not about being pushy, it's about being clear. Be direct. All right, for our next section, we've talked about influencing others. But what about that constant conversation happening inside your own head? Let's be real. Sometimes the biggest thing holding you back is your own mindset. That groggy feeling, that little voice of doubt, it can be killer. So these next few tricks are all about mastering your own internal state, right from the second you wake up. Okay, I know, this one sounds completely nuts, but you have to stick with me on this because it's a perfect example of how your body can trick your mind into feeling amazing. We're not talking about some long, complicated routine. We're talking about a 3-second move that can totally change your entire day. Let's walk through it. Your alarm blares. Instead of hitting snooze and falling back into a miserable slumber, you shoot straight up in bed. You make 2 tight fists, a physical sign of power. And then you just let it out, a big, energetic yeah, just like you scored the winning goal. It sounds silly, but you're literally sending a jolt of energy through your system. You're hijacking that morning grogginess and replacing it with a shot of pure victory. You're telling yourself, I'm in charge today, before your feet even touch the ground. Just try it. You'll be amazed. And if you thought that was wild, get ready for this. This quote points to one of the most powerful psychological forces in the universe, the placebo effect. Our beliefs don't just affect our mood, they can literally change how well our brain works. A study showed that when people were told they had a great night's sleep, even if they hadn't, their brain function actually improved. Their belief made them smarter. So here's the ultimate takeaway. Your brain believes the story you tell it. If you wake up after a rough night and the first thing you think is, I'm exhausted, today's gonna be awful, you're setting yourself up to fail. But if you wake up and intentionally tell yourself, you know what, I feel good, I'm rested, I'm ready to go, you're giving yourself a placebo sleep. You're essentially hacking your own brain to perform better, even when the conditions aren't perfect. Okay, let's get into our final section, those tricky, difficult conversations we all try to avoid. You know, the ones that get tense or confusing. These last couple of tools are designed to help you cut through the tension, get the clarity you need, and keep things from blowing up. So picture this. You ask someone a really direct question, and they give you a half answer, or they dodge it completely. Your first instinct is probably to jump in, right? To ask again, or rephrase it, or just fill that awkward silence. But what if the most powerful move you can make is to do absolutely nothing at all? Here's the psychology behind this, and it's so good. People are deeply, deeply uncomfortable with silence. It creates a vacuum, a social pressure that needs to be filled. So when you ask your question, and then you just calmly hold their gaze and stay quiet, you're handing all of that pressure over to them. Their brain will start racing to fill that void. They'll start talking more, adding details, and very often, they'll give up the very information they were trying to hide. It takes a bit of nerve, but it works like a charm. And for our last trick, check out this subtle but massive difference in language. On the left, "You didn't close the window" is a pure accusation. It's a finger point, and it immediately makes the other person get defensive. Their walls go up. But look at the right, the window was left open. See the difference? You're just stating a fact. You've taken the blame out of it. This lets the other person actually hear what you're saying and learn from the mistake without feeling attacked. It turns a potential argument into a problem-solving moment. So let's wrap this all up. You've just built yourself an amazing psychological toolkit. First, we covered the art of influence, using small favors to build big connections and direct language to get things done. Then, we dove into mastering your inner state, learning to command our energy with victory poses and placebo sleep. And finally, we learned how to decode difficult conversations, using silence and neutral phrasing to find the truth without starting a fight. And look, these aren't just fun ideas to think about. These are real, usable tools. So think about tomorrow. Is there a new person you need to connect with, a tough conversation you have to have, or is it just that daily battle with your alarm clock? One of these little tricks could make a huge difference. The only question left is, which one are you going to try first? Thanks for watching Mind Globe. If you enjoyed this video and found it insightful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on our latest content. Join our journey to unlocking the mind, mastering relationships, and growing together. See you in the next video.